How's it going, Scrub Gamers? It's your boy Scrub Games coming at you with a juicy new piece of content for you to enjoy. But before we do get into the topic of the video, I just want to let you know how you can help support the channel, and that is by checking out Firestorm Games using my affiliate link in the description box below. Because Firestorm Games offer a whole host of products for almost every kind of hobby there is, be it Dragon Ball Super, Pokemon, One Piece, you name it, and they'll likely have it, and at some quality prices too. So just make sure to click the link below and check them out to see the whole host of products they offer while helping support the channel. And also, remember, there's another way to help out the channel, and that's by dropping a like, leaving a comment on the video, and best of all, hitting that subscribe button to keep up to date with my content when it drops. Because I'm still on the road to 1k subs, I'm looking to hit that by the year's end. But now we've got all that sorted, let's dive into the topic of the video. So, Scrub Gamers, as per the title of the video, it's another episode of my previously in DBSCG series, where we go to week's news, covering everything in one go, rather than have to look at day by day. And this is back again, because we haven't had one for a little bit, and that's because we're back on spoiler season again, because that's right, spoiler season started back up again, this time for set 23. So, I don't know what the name of the set is, I don't think we've seen what the name of the set is. If I have, then I've missed it, and if I have seen it, I've forgotten about it. But we have more spoilers, and we only got a few because it only started, I think, no, not Friday. I think Thursday. I think it was Thursday it started, because then we've had a look at what the pre-release leader is, and the pre-release card that goes with it. Sometimes it's a leader plus like a Z card or a Unison or something else. But in this case, we've got pre-release stuff, and then we've got started going in with the some of the cards in the set as well. So we haven't got much, we've got a bit. So this will be back for the next few weeks. So let's have a look and see what we've got for this week's spoilers. So let's start with the pre-release card. So the pre-release card for this next set, 23, is Nappa. So we got and it's blue as well. So we've got a blue Saiyan Saga lead, being Nappa, flipping over into Vegeta Nappa Saiyan Invasion, and having a Cyberman Living Bombs, the battle card. So that's quite cool, because that's one of the big things, is Nappa's always situated with the Cybermen, because when he gets there, he puts the whole planning of them, so they can go out and take on the Z-Fighters, and then he's associated with them for most of his decks and stuff, even though he does fight them on his own. It's just that one small part where he's got Cybermen. But then you can't really have the Cybermen without having Nappa, really, so they go in two and two together. But it looks pretty interesting. Like, it's interesting to see that we got the Saiyan Saga in blue, like we've seen it previously in green mainly. I can't remember if we've seen it in red as well, because the Evolution Booster had the red Nappa deck, and we've got it in blue as well. So let's start off with looking at it. So on the front side, it's not just Nappa, so it's just Nappa on the other side, or on the front side. And he's got an auto win his card attacks. Look at the one card from your add up to one card from your life to your hand. Look up to 5 cards from the top of your deck, and add to one blue Saiyan card to your hand and shuffle your deck. So a little bit different to the Cell Max. It's the same kind of principle where you take a life, but I think with Cell Max, was you take the life. No, you draw a card, then take the life. I think. Not. I can't remember. I can't remember 100% for that. But I think the Cell Max might have been you go ahead and take the life. Well, you draw the card and then take the life if you want to. Whereas in this case, you have to take a life to do the effect. You don't have to take a life, but the life taking is first. So that's quite cool. You can take up to one life after if you don't want to, but then it's not a guaranteed draw, not a guaranteed card you're going to get back from it if you don't take the life, because it's look at top 5 for a blue Saiyan, so there's potential for a whiff. Anytime you do a search, there's a chance that you could not see any of the cards you can expect. So that's so searching, like, draw means a guaranteed card, like you gain something, but searching always has that potential possibility. It could be very, very low, but it still has a potential to whip. So it's pretty cool. We don't know how much saying stuff is going to be in there, like how much is this going to actually tie with the stuff in the set, because we don't know really anything about it, because we don't get a trailer straight. We don't get a trailer before the set. We get a trailer either in the set or midway through the set. So I don't know what Bandai's been doing, but they have been dropping massively over the past year, really. And then we go into the Awakens. We just got Awaken side, so we just have that. well, most leaders have that. Some have the no wake way to flip over, and this one is when you last 4 or less. That's it. Just draw one and bunch of energy. So the midway wake and the mid-range one, where you just untap one, draw one, you have 4 or less. And you can see yourself down at 4 because the ultimate's over. So when you flip over, then Vegeta joins in by being Vegeta and Nappa, same invasion. So now your auto is now just when it's a card attacks, draw one. So now you got definite advantage with a swing and draw one. You don't take life, don't have a search, that's it. And then you got 2 activate skills that both once per turn. First one will be an activate main, the second one will be an activate battle. The activate main is if you have a Saberman or Cyberman Z-Battle card in play as the requirement. You play a Cyberman token. That's it, you just play a Cyberman token. Remember the Cyberman token, it's 5k power, 0 combo cost, 5k combo power, so it's supposed to be comboed off, or at least 5k attacker. So that's pretty useful. Then the activate battle is once per turn, KO one of your blue Nappa cards. So you've got to be able to, you got to have a blue Nappa to be able to do this. It's the cost to KO the blue Nappa. So well, it'd be interesting to see if we've got any cheap Nappas or Nappas that can easily be dropped down to do this. And then you choose up to one of your blue Vegeta cards, and it gets 5k power and double strength for the battle. So at least you've always got a target for what you can choose for a blue Vegeta, because the leader is Vegeta now, because it's both of them. So you can always just KO a Nappa card when this card attacks, and then make your leader 5k and extra 5k and double strength, which is pretty good. That's quite nice. But overall, just a generic blue leader. Doesn't need too much, doesn't need anything to redraw, but then needs Nappa cards to be able to get that extra 5k in double strike for the battle, and needs Cyberman Z-Battle card, which isn't too bad, to get extra combo power with the tokens stuff. So not too bad, but then there are blue is a color where it's just the best generic leader normally does best, or if there's a generic blue leader that's then got like a cool gimmick, then it does better in that way, which this doesn't seem to have much. But that could be an interesting fun one to still try. Then we got 7 Living Bombs as a Z battle card, so it's a 1 cost, 1 Z energy, 5k. 2 autos. The first one is if your leader is a Nappa card. When this card or one of your 7 tokens attacks, choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards and return it to his owner's hand, then remove the second card from the game. So that's pretty cool. Just instant KOing by just removing the token or itself from the game. That's pretty cool. Then the other autos when this card is KO'd by a Vegeta's card skill, draw 1 card. So that way, so far with just these 3, there's no way to KO a Cyberman using a Vegeta skill, because the leader only KOs a Nappa card to get a fucking double strike. So there must be more cards to set. So I'm guessing the blue decks in the set are going to be Saiyan Saga, so potentially a blue Goku, or I'm looking forward to potentially being a blue Piccolo, but then I don't really play blue, and I don't really like blue too much, so if they do a blue Piccolo, it's going to be a shame, because it's Saiyan Saga, but then it could have ever characters, hopefully not another Son Gohan character, or maybe even a blue Krillin, like one of the Z Fighters, because it's one of the Z Fighters that fights them, or it could be all the Z Fighters maybe, so that'd be quite interesting. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. And I got a little bit excited about what the blue deck's going to be in there, just because the Saiyan Saga, and Saiyan Saga is actually a pretty cool saga. But yeah, not amazing, but still pretty good. But that's the pre-release promos out, so that's what you can get for in the pre-release. And then we go on to the actual reveal start for the next set, and they start off with green. So green's actually getting a bit more popular and a lot stronger, where they're actually not heavily restricting it or heavily gimmicking it. Well, you probably, after seeing this next lot of stuff, you might think they are still gimmicking it, but let's have a look and see. Because the first leader we see from green is Green Zamasu and Goku Black. So Goku Black and Zamasu finally crossed the border into green, even though they've had green cards for Zamasu and Goku Black since set 3. It's been set 3 when they first got green Zamasu and Goku Black cards, and it took another 20 sets after that just to get a green leader and a green deck. So way too long to wait for that, but still, it looks pretty interesting, and I kind of like it because it does look like a pretty interesting deck and gives a lot of different things, and it's also the first proper tricolor deck. I know we had quad color decks or multicolour decks and stuff like that. But this is the first one focused on tricolour, not just every single colour, just 3 colours. And so it starts off with Zamasu and Goku Black, then flips over into Zamasu and SS Rose, Goku Black, Humanity's Destruction, and we also have a Z battle card in Zamasu Prelude's Destruction with it as well. So the permanent on both sides of the leader is your multicolours and Master Goku Black cards in all areas get minus 1k combo cost and 5k combo power. So it means that normally when you have like multicolored cards in hand, it can be quite dead if they got a one cost 10k. Well, they mostly all got a one cost something combo, wherever it's one cost 10k and one cost 5k. And sometimes they could be clog in hand. So having this to make it so, I think the majority of Zamasu and Goku Black multicolored cards, they all one cost 10k. So that just means that they're not dead cards in hand to combo with. So you can actually do stuff, which is pretty cool. And then on the continuing with the front side, you've got an also, which is when this card attacks, you look at the 5 cards from the top of your deck, add up to one Zamasu Goku Black card from your hand, and shuffle your deck. So that's any Goku Black or any Zamasu card. Not worried about color if it's green, blue, or yellow. Just anyone, no cost, no cost restriction or anything like that. Just any Zamasu or any Goku Black card to your hand, and shuffle your deck from the top 5. And that's pretty good because there's going to be a lot of different targets, and it's a bit nice consistency. And with this deck, I don't think you're going to have much time whiffing because you're gonna have a lot of targets, and yeah, it should be pretty good. And then we got the Awaken, which is this one is when your life is at 4 or less, or you have a Zamasu card with entry cost of 5 or more in play. You draw 2 cards, add cards from your life to your hand until you have 6 life left. So same kind of thing we had for the last set, where like, I think mostly all the leaders were none of them untapped. They're all just draw cards, or then I can have some ever restriction. Whereas this case is again, it's no untapping of energy. It's just draw 2 cards. I think I'm just trying to getting fed up with a little bit with the feeling that like the untap 2 was too strong, so they went with the mid-range one of untap 1 draw 1. I feel that's a little bit too strong to get extra energy, so they're just putting draw 2, so people aren't getting more energy than they should for effects. But that's still pretty good because there's a fair few 5 drops of masses that you can get out, and with the fact that you've got multicolored Zamasu Goku Black cards, like minus combo and stuff, and there's some good ones in like blue yellow that you can put into it together, you can potentially get out and even make use of the 5 cost in from the yellow Zamasu, which then gives the deck Aegis, which is pretty cool. So you can get the multicolored, and green for energy after by turn 3, and then be able to untap any of those 2 energy with the Aegis, while also having, like most Zamasu cards have, and few Zamasu have an indestructible, meaning they can't be KO'd or removed unless you want to negate the skill or minus them by 0. So that's pretty cool. And then we have the Awaken side, so once again the permanent's the same, but now your altar has changed. Now it's discard 1 card from your hand as a cost. When this card attacks, draw 2 cards. That's pretty good. Ditch a card from your hand, draw 2, like dig for your deck a bit quicker. That's pretty nice. This looks so far pretty nice for a green lead. And there are some cards that'd be pretty good to have in your drop as well. We'll see at least one in a little bit. And then it's also got an activate battle, which is once per turn. For 1 energy, if there are 3 or more colors among cards in your combo area, and it's your turn, as the cost, play up to 1 Zamasu energy cost of 5 from your hand. So that's any Zamasu energy cost 5, so that means you can check out the Deity's Wrath. The one we'll see in a bit in that comes with this deck. The one from set 16 with the one that gives Aegis. And also, fun fact is you can also hit the Power Patara secret rare, because that's got a permanent on where if your opponent has 6 or more energy or 6 or more cards in rest, its cost is reduced in hand by 3. Turn it from an 8 drop to a 5 drop, so you can potentially just drop that mid battle during your turn once you've got enough cards in energy, just to go put this down as 40k triple striker that then taps 4 cards down, so tapping more cards down and the 6 already got, and drawing 4 cards as well. And that's a pretty nice use of secret. Secret rare is getting some good use. Like, it's mainly used in Vegito, but that'd be nice to just use it, like giving them more options than just a generic green secret rare you potentially put in this. So that's pretty cool. And then the Z Battle card is a massive prelude to destruction. A free cost, 1 Unity 10k Z Battle card with a unique indestructible. Has a permanent as well if your leader is a massive card and there are 3 or more colors among cards in your energy. You reduce the cost of this card in your hand this card in your Z deck by 1 green. So turn it from a 2 green to 3 green to 2 green. Then it's got 2 autos. First one being when this card is played, it gains block for until the opponent's turn, so use it as a blocker. And then the other auto is when this card attacks or activates blocker, use up to 1 multicolored Zamasu or Goku Black card from your drop in a combo with a skill CA for the turn. So get an extra combo power, like extra free combos just to get Z energy down, because there's another Z card that came in with the decks so far. Because remember, we've only got 2 days of spoilers, being today and yesterday, so it's gonna be interesting to see. What is it? Yeah, it's Friday. We got spoilers. We got Napa stuff on Friday, and then the rest today. Oh, and yesterday. So those are the leader and the Z battle card, and we got to the Z extra as well. So yeah, this deck does get a Z extra too, and it is Project Zero Mortals Reaching Fruition, and it's a Z extra that's 6 energy with 4 specified green and 1 Z energy. So that's really costly. That's the most costly most costly Z card I think we've had so far. Because the one before, like the Vegeta was 5 from for blue. But yeah, this one's quite costly. But then it's got permanent, where if your opponent has the original, well, if your opponent is the original and you have 4 more battle cards in play, you reduce the energy cost of this card in your Z deck by 4 green. 4 green. So that means you can bring it out if your opponent's got 4 more battle cards in play that they originally own. This comes down as a 2 cost, which requires 1 Z energy. So a little bit easier to get out. And then it's got an activate main, which is actually pretty strong. So what I mean is if there are no battle cards other than some massive cards in play in all areas, and you remove this card from the game, so pretty heavy restrictions. So to get out cheaper, you need to have 4 more battle cards on your opponent's board, and if you want to trigger this, you have to have only Zamasu cards in either battle area, in like all battle areas, meaning yours and your opponent's, and then lose this card to use it as they cost. Then your Zamasu and SS Rose Goku Black's immune instruction, which is your Awaken side of your leader, gains the following skill until the start of your turn. And that is also players without a god card in play discard all cards in their hands at the end of your opponent's turn. So you get a god out to make such you don't. So and if your opponent doesn't get a god out in play at the by the end of their turn, they discard all cards from hand. And since you can put this with Tragic Overground and stuff to make it so it's harder for them to put things on board, you can make it so they can't really establish a board and can't really have a hand. So not amazing hand destruction, but it's like just this card existing is, as we've seen in ever decks and ever things, ever formats, is just the threat of something is enough to warrant people like getting scared of it and then making weird plays or trying to play around it. But that's the Z extras, and now we have a look into the actual cards in the deck. So 3 green cards we got, because as it said, this is a tricolor deck, as well, like how mentioned with how many colors you need in like combo and stuff like that. We've got 3 green cards here, being a Goku Black, team up with a god, a 3 cost 15k, a Goatsu Faults of Zamasu, being a 1 cost 4k, and then a Zamasu skillless card, so nothing more to say about this, just a 2 cost skillless Zamasu, which is pretty cool. Gives some more options and stuff, and even some skillless support with this deck. And yeah, just nothing more to say, just skillless. But we'll start with the Goku Black. So it's a 3 cost 15k, but with 0 cost and 0 combo power, so it's got no combo power at all, and that's because you're gonna have a we'll read into the effects to see why that is. So it's critical and an auto, which when this card is played in a drop, when this card is placed in the drop from Z energy or battle area, remove this card in the drop from the game. So if this card leaves your Z energy or your battle area to the drop, you lose it from the game. So that's a shame. But then you got 2 activate battle skills, both limit 1. And the first one has a cost of 1 green. And if there are 3 more colors among cards in your combo area, as the cost, you play this card from your combo area. So you can combo this just to get the colors in there, then pay 1 green and actually play it out. It's a 15k critical, which could be pretty useful. And then you got the ever activate battle, which is limit 1. If your leader is a green card with both Zamasu and Goku Black, and you have a Zamasu card in your combo area, use this card in a combo from your drop. And since you're going to be using most of these Zamasu cards potentially are multicolored to combo to get those 2 of the colors, blue, yellow, you're going to then have this, having this in your drop just to combo get it in your drop. So that way you can then combo for free in the drop is pretty cool. And that's the main thing. What you're going to do is just combo it with another card, just get those 3 colors for free from your drop once a turn, and then rival things out or play things out. That's pretty cool. So you've always got this as a free combo on your drop for the green. No combo power, which is a shame, but then that would be 2 buffs if every turn you got free combo power from your drop. That would be pretty insane, because it's not limited to a turn. It's just if your leader is green with Zamasu and Goku Black, you have a Zamasu in your combo area, you can combo with this from your drop for free. That'd be too strong if it had combo power, so that makes sense why it has no combo power. So that's the Goku Black, and we have Goasu, so he's kind of like a searcher. So 1 cost 4k searcher, 0 cost 5k combo. His also is when this card is played, look up to 5 cards from top of your deck, and up to 1 green card with energy cost of 5 or less to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So this one is this one's a shame because it's only lets you search a green god with 5 or less, not just any god with 5 or less. Because considering this is the tricolor deck, you kind of don't want to have it to like restricted to a certain color, like the leader isn't restricted to a certain color either on the front side where it's auto. So that's kind of shame, not great in that aspect. And it's got never activate skill, which activate main limit 1 for free energy. If your leader is a green Zamasu and you KO this card, as the cost, choose up to one of your Zamasu cards and switch to active mode. So that might seem really costly, a free cost, like free energy, and KO itself just to choose a Zamasu card, switch to active mode. But remember, you can switch your leader. So you can pay free and choose your leader for this deck to switch to active mode so you can get switch. And the auto is not once per turn, the one that discards a card to then draw 2. So you still get that effect again. And if there's any way you can give, like, considering it's blue, there's got blue stuff in, you can even have the, what's it called? It's from set 1, like Monaca's Opposing Presence to give it double strike on the lead 5k from set 1. To give it double strike and have it swing and be able to recon tap again. And considering that you can have Aegis in there, like energy's not might not be that much of an issue, because then you can use Aegis to get energy defensively and then all those shenanigans. Looks pretty interesting as a multicolor deck. We still have to see more of cards from the deck because we only seen 2 days worth and not too much of it, and it goes across multiple colors. So hopefully we get a few more days because we're not getting like 2 days showing a whole deck. We seem to be getting only a few cards at a time, so that's pretty nice. So that's those three. Let's look to the last three cards before we end the video as well. And we've got the green. Well, we've got the it's green so go black, but we've got the yellow cards and multicolored cards. So we've got one yellow card shown over, which I think is we already seen it because it's one of the event pack cards. Like we got the event pack, which sometimes has cards early from the next set, just kind of a hint of what's in there. And this Master is one of them, just a yellow 1-drop. But we'll go over it again. So it's when this card is played, look at the 5 cards from the top of your deck, add it to one yellow god card with entry cost of 5 or less to your hand and shuffle your deck. So basically same as Goasu, but it's looking for a yellow god. So it's a shame that some of these are just looking for specific color gods. So just a god with entry cost of 5 or less. Or is it Master of Kuka Black with entry cost of 5 or less, or Goasu? Um, it's a shame, but it does have an interesting activate main, which that costs 2 green and 1 of any color, so 3 energy, but 2 of them have to be green. And if your leader is a mouse, your Goku Black card, and you place one of your Goku Black cards when you battle in your drop under this card. So that's quite cool. Having the option to grab it from drop is quite nice. You have to have it on the board. You get to play up to 1 green mouse with energy cost of 7 from your hand on top of this card. So that's kind of similar to the Goku Black card we had from the draft box, the first draft box. It was a cheaper way you can bring it out for 1 battery mana and then pay 3 to play a Zamasu card, set like 7 or more from your hand on top of it. And then, but in that one, you get untap one green at the end of the turn, but this one don't. So that's quite cool. Like a way to get cheaper, make that set free 7 cost Zamasu cheaper to bring out. Make your opponent, because that gives a bit more hand control, discarding 2 cards from your opponent's hand. And then you have an indestructible and a 30k double strike to attack with every turn. That's pretty cool. But I'm not sure if this is really worth it. This Zamasu, but there's more Zamasu Goku Blacks. Well, once again, we have to see more of the cards to actually see if this is actually worth it. But it's nice to have an option. Then we've got 2 of the multicolored cards we've seen. So first one's the SR being these few Zamasus. The first SR of the set is this Zamasu Beginning of Destruction. Then we've got Goku Black Prelude to Destruction. So Zamasu is a 5 cost 20k. Goku Black is a 4 cost 20k. Both have the same combo cost, 1 cost 10k, which would be put down to a 0 cost 5k with the leader. And Soften Zamasu, Energy Exhaust, and Indestructible. Also, it's a permanent where if your leader is a Zamasu or Goku Black card, negate this card's Energy Exhaust skill in all areas. So it's a never check land. So Zamasu and Goku Black get never check land. They've got one with this, one with the 8 drop for set 16, and one with the promo one, the Champak one of the Zamasu 2 cost that used to be amazing before it was routed. All those are very good check lands for this for the blue yellow, sorry. And it's got 2 skills, activate skills. First one will be activate, which one's per turn. And this is place one of your Goku Black cards at the bottom of your deck as the cost. Then you draw 1 card and that is and switch it to one of your energy active mode. So if you put that green Goku Black out, you can put it back to save it from being sent to the drop, so it gets removed from the game. You can bottom deck it to draw 1 untap an energy at the end of your turn. So that's pretty cool. And then the activate battle is how you get out. So for 1 blue, 1 yellow. If your leader is a Zamasu or a Goku Black card, and there are 1 or more Zamasu and Goku Black cards in your combo area, play this card from your hand. So similar, basically similar to the one in set 16, kind of like the same kind of need. You have to have 1 of each Goku Black Zamasu card in your combo to play it out, and the other one does the exact same thing, but isn't a check land like this, but then does give you access to Aegis and then tapping things down when you use the Aegis. So I think that one from the one from set, this one could be useful because it's and once again a searchable 5-drop Masu that most of the cards are trying to search for, so that you can have a turn 1 check land rather than have to play 8-drop you probably play, and then have the other one as a way to a rival as well to get that Aegis in. Then you got the Gogo Black here, so this is the one that actually incorporates multiple energy because it's first also, because it's got no other skills outside energy source. Its first also is limit 1 and requires 1 green. If your leader is a Zamasu Goku Black card, is the cost. When this card in your hand is used in the combo, use up to 1 Zamasu or Goku Black card from your drop in the combo with its skills to get it for the turn. Then play this card from your drop at the end of the battle. So another way to get the play this out, and also free combo a card like a Zamasu from the other side, from the drop, which could be the every color as well, like a green one. Or get the other one unless you got Goku Black and Zamasu to trigger the Fuse Zamasu here. And then several also when this card is played, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, place the bottom of his deck. So once again, it's fine. Banner finally put a lot more blue cards actually bottom decking than bounce back the hand, because that was a bad thing of blue having most of the time when it's just bounce back the hand, give your opponent's cards back to use again, or even get their effects off again, and now it's actually bottom decking, which it should have done from the beginning. And then the activate battle here, which wants to turn for 1 blue, 1 green, 1 yellow as the cost. Play up to 1 Zamasu card when she goes 5 from your hand. That's cool. So when you get this out, it doesn't have protection himself from indestructible because it's Goku Black and not Zamasu, and it's not fused. But you got the active battle to actually play out a 5-drop Zamasu from your hand. Yeah. Then you can always get this out for 1 green to use as effect to play itself, combo with Zamasu, and then insert combo with Zamasu Goku Black from the drop, and then play this card from the drop at the end of the battle. Trigger the first ult to the bottom deck so you can then swing with it. Pay the other 2 to bring out 5-drops of Zamasu, then you got the Zamasu out ready to awaken. But that takes like turn 3 unless you've got well, you can't even use Bean anymore offensively, so yeah. But it looks pretty interesting. Like, these cards don't look amazing. Like this Zamasu could be as good as a check land. So one Zamasu, there's already green Goku Black. That goes with the actual theme of it being green. Actually adds to more green cards as well. That can bring out this 7 or 5-drops Zamasu in a different way. And then you've got the back's pretty cool. Adds more to it, some more. Just a bit of bottom decking, but still a Goku Black and multicolor as well. Like, this deck looks really interesting. Like, it looks like a pretty nice lead with some good blue yellow stuff, and having a green lead that actually has Aegis built in with indestructible as well, and being a green Saiyan lead as well. So it's got that uneasing awakening negate and stuff like that. This looks pretty cool. It looks to be interesting to be like first proper tricolor deck, and I look forward to seeing what the rest of them. So thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Also, let me know down below what you think of this deck, what your thoughts are on the cards, and if you think they're pretty strong. Like, let me know your thoughts. It's been interesting to see what people feel about these cards so far, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.